Hey my beautiful Aries peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and welcome into your September 2023 tarot reading. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Just want to mention before we start, if you're interested in personal readings, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. You'll find that information in the first link in the description below. But Team Aries, welcome on in and let's go ahead and get it popping. What do we got going on here for the Ram fam coming into September 2023? What's going on here for Aries peeps throughout the month of September 2023. Let's go ahead and give it a check out, guys. So starting out here with the overall energy, we have here a Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands typically consists of being in an energy of blocking something, pushing something away. It could be resistance at times, but it definitely could be the card here of kind of blocking or pushing someone or something away here at this time. Christy, thank you for subscribing. If you end up seeing this, thank you. Really appreciate it. But coming on into the current energy, we got a King of Cups, taking a look here what you're dealing with, Six of Wands, and looking at the current outcome for the month, we have here the Two of Wands showing up as well. I kind of feel here at this time that it's a little difficult, I feel, in a way to King of Cups, be able to show people that you love and that you care and that you support them, because it feels that in doing so, so many times, time and time again, you've always felt that people would mistake the love I have to offer as a weakness. I'm kind of feeling that energy. I'm hearing like, don't take my kindness or mistake my kindness for a weakness. I'm kind of feeling that energy where maybe you're focusing right now on keeping your cup full. You're focusing right now on making sure you're emotionally good, everything's all right. Because at the end of the day, when you do end up extending and overextending to the people around you, you might have noticed individuals who have taken advantage, okay? Having a look here what you're dealing with, Six of Wands, I don't want to only gain so much attention when it's always about what I have to offer. At the end of the day, everybody has something to offer, but you want it to be more of a mutual energy exchange, not so much about let me give and give so people can take and take. So there's this energy where people will show a lot of attention towards you, but it kind of feels like it's only when you're in the energy of providing. And looking at that outcome, Two of Wands, it's kind of left you stuck where it's like, I don't know where to go. Should I just be totally in hermit mode? Keep to myself, do my own thing, love myself, and not really be too open to other people? Or am I just not surrounding myself with the right crowd because it feels like I've been around so many people who have taken advantage of me? So how do I create that boundary where I can find equal give and take in relationships instead of people thinking that they can keep on taking from me and not necessarily have equal give and take at play? So I feel like you're trying to figure that out, but right now you're being more pushed into hermit mode where you're doing your own thing. You're not really being super open at this time to connecting with other individuals. So let's see, what exactly is the reasoning behind why Aries may have a difficult time here finding equal give and take relationships? What would be kind of the case here? We have here the Emperor, we have here the Five of Swords, and we have here the Five of Pentacles, excuse me. Thank you very much. So Five of Pentacles showing up here, that is an energy of lack. Five of Swords is a card here that could talk about standing up for yourself. Now, typically every Aries I've ever come across always will stand up for themselves, but I feel like in this current situation, when it does come towards connecting with people, and keep in mind, this could be about connecting with people in friendships, in relationships, in business. This might be an area where you feel like it might be a little difficult to stand up for yourself. So I see here with the Emperor card, you know, if you were to embody your full Aries energy and always make sure that you stand up for yourself, things may be possibly different, but I do get the feeling here as to why people have taken advantage of you is because maybe you have felt not necessarily in your power enough to speak your truth or to let people know that this is unacceptable. What's kind of caused Aries to feel this way, though? What's making Aries feel out of their power? We have here the Empress, and we have here the Ten of Cups. I think to a certain degree, you know, you're kind of in a period of time where it's like, I want to be nurtured and cared for in the way that I see other people in my life having that. Ten of Cups. Maybe you feel like you've seen other people have such a good family, and in comparison to maybe where you grew up, it could have been pretty rough within the family sector. Maybe this is the energy of seeing people in really happy and great relationships, and it's a desire for you. I think that you're really desiring having something healthy and something stable in your life. But at a certain point of experiencing disappointment and connecting with people whatever way, you have started to feel that everybody else can have this but me. And I feel like that's becoming a very prominent theme. So it's almost as if the more you keep seeing other people have this, the more you want it, the more you desire it. But the more you kind of get in this energy where you're not standing up for yourself in the way that you should, because it's kind of like, I have a situation here, I don't want to push people away, so I want to make everybody happy. That's almost the vibe that I'm picking up on. Now, guys, I wholeheartedly understand if this is not your story. We're getting a little bit deep here, so if it doesn't resonate to you, no worries, guys. You can click off. But if it is your story, let's go ahead and continue. So I feel like you're in that energy where you want to do what you can to do the most for people because you want to keep them around. You want to treat people the way you want to be treated. But unfortunately, it's like the more you do that, the more people get so comfortable and so used to it, they do end up taking advantage of you. Now, what I like a lot about this month is that you're pulling back. You're not giving these people all this energy. I feel like you're setting healthy boundaries, which is good. But you're also pushing yourself in a place where you don't want to be open up to relationships in general, because it's like, I see everybody else having a nurturing, loving, fantastic relationship with certain individuals in their lives. I just don't feel like I'm going to have that anymore. Maybe I'm not meant for that. And the truth is, Aries, is that you are meant for that. You deserve it. But I think that if you could start to find that relationship first within yourself, it's going to be incredibly beneficial. You know, I always tell people when it comes to love, if you can love yourself the way you would love to be loved by another person, you're going to start attracting that energy in. Whatever we can do internally, right, guys? Whatever we can manifest from within can be experienced externally, right? So if we can love ourselves unconditionally, if we can treat ourselves with kindness, if we can treat ourselves with generosity, we're putting ourselves in a vibration that's going to be able to attract people that want to send out that same signal back to you. So I would definitely urge Aries peeps to really reflect and focus on bringing in the love this month to themselves that they would like to receive from other people, because you're going to start putting yourself in a vibrational vortex that allows other people to resonate with you and bring forth that same exact love that you may be desiring to experience. So really give that a go, because it really does help out. All right, moving on forward though for you, let's have a look and see what might be the challenge for you coming into September. So what might be the challenge here for Aries in September? We have an Ace of Swords. Yeah, I think one of the biggest challenges here is kind of allowing yourself to cut through right now this energy of feeling really disappointed in connections with other people. It's hard to detach from that. It's hard to cut that out and be in a space where it's like, I'm ready for something real. I'm ready to connect with people and have good relationships. It's like, it's really hard for you, I feel, to kind of cut away from the pain that you've experienced. Speaking of pain, here we go. We got here a Three of Swords. So it's hard to detach from the pain. But guys, that's totally understandable. If people have let you down in life, if people have disappointed you, you have 110% a right to feel upset. So obviously, you know, take the time you need to heal and reflect on the past situations you've gone through. Heal, be kind to yourself, do what you need to do to get through those situations. But try to change your perspective and know that not everybody wants to taking advantage of you. Not everybody wants to breadcrumb you in a way. There are going to be people who want to give you back the same exact energy that you give them. But remember, it's incredibly important to start putting yourself in that vibrational vortex that I mentioned to you guys, right? Really start this month treating yourself how you wish to be treated in any kind of way. When you start to create that vibration, then other people can resonate with you and come in. You won't be attracting the people anymore who would be taking advantage of you, but instead you'll attract people who will resonate with showing you real and true love. So the challenge here is cutting away from the pain. Totally understandable, but take time, guys, to really do the inner work and to really do the healing. Okay, moving forward from this, what do we have showing up here for Aries? What can they expect throughout the rest of September? We have a Three of Wands, we have here a Nine of Swords, we have here a Knight of Wands, and we have here the Four of Swords. So Three of Wands here to the Nine of Wands. I think that what you can expect throughout September is you're kind of in this energy of waiting and hoping that things will change. But I feel that the more you're in this energy of waiting, the more you're going to experience stagnancy. I often tend to tell people that the more you wait, the more you're going to keep on waiting, because life is all about action. So Aries, if you want things in your life to change, especially in your relationship sector, if you want to connect with good people, you have to start being proactive and doing something, right? You know, all I'm seeing here so far, Knight of Wands showing up, Four of Swords showing up. I think you can expect kind of swerving and cutting people off, moving throughout the the rest of September, because I do see some characters coming into you or coming in towards you with the Knight of Wands. This can be energies of people who want to get to know you on a romantic level. These can be new friends, but these are people coming in for you that you don't really have a good vibe with. You kind of can feel that they're not individuals who are genuine. So I do see you not really investing in that. But at the end of the day, you're like, I still want everything to change. I just want to connect and find the right people. So guys, please remember, inner work this month is going to be super important. Really focusing on getting in the right vibration is going to be very important for you guys to attract the right kinds of people into your life. But also taking the time to work on setting up your boundaries and not feeling guilty or not feeling like you have to work so hard to really connect with people. Really working on that boundary-wise is going to be super beneficial too. So I feel like for the rest of September, what you guys can expect is you can expect to start putting in the work. And I can definitely see here as well that you can expect to end up avoiding certain people because you might have some individuals come around who you can just kind of tell want to take advantage or aren't looking for what you're looking for. Basically, people who aren't in your vibrational resonance, you can see them coming in, and I don't see you giving them much of a chance, which is good, right? Because you know your worth, you know what you're deserving of. You're not going to give your time and your attention to people who aren't on the same page. Okay, very, very good. All right, Aries, let's move forward. I want to take a look here into your career, love life, and your personal life. So let's start out with the career and see what's showing up for you. What do we got in career here for Aries coming into September 2023? What's showing up here for career? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have here a Nine of Wands, we have here the Justice card, and lastly, we have here the Ten of Swords, followed up here with the Eight of Swords. So I get the feeling here that worries in your career are about to be over, which is fantastic. Ten of Swords here to the Eight of Swords. What's happening to come to an end is going to be your worries. Now, Nine of Wands here to the Justice card, things are going to balance out for you. So I feel like in career, there could have been stuff that's been going on recently that's been stressing you out or worrying you. You might have been worried about your position and whether or not you would still have your position in your career. If that's happened to be the case for you, I think you're going to recognize that you are here to stay. Everything's good. Nothing is going the way that you were basically fearing. I'm also seeing here as well, though, that if you kind of been worried that you weren't going to get a position that you wanted, or you were worried that you weren't going to get that raise you've been going after, I feel like a surprising energy showing up where it's like, oh, I had nothing to worry about. Like everything actually unfolded the way that it planned or the way that I wanted it to. So I'm hearing for career, if you have a lot of worries right now, they're probably not manifesting. I honestly think that quite the opposite's manifesting. It does feel to me like everything will be justful for you. So you'll be getting a justful return in your career. Whatever you've been looking for, it's going to come in a positive way. I don't feel like maybe the worries or the fears are going to be the things that manifest. I think the positive things are manifesting here for you. So that can be raises coming into play here for you. If you have been worried if your job wants to continue keeping you employed, you're going to stay employed. If you've been fearful that you're not getting that position, you may very well likely get that position. Like I said, I feel like there is a certain shock or surprise factor coming up here for career, which is cool. Okay, so it's definitely not as it seems. Everything's okay is what I want to say for you. All right, jumping on into your love life though. What do we have for love for the Aries peeps? Let's do single first before we go into couples. What do we have for the Aries singles and love coming into the month of September? Chariot card here, Two of Swords, and we have here the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, overcoming a block here, especially if somebody's been really indecisive, okay? If you've been dealing with Mr. or Mrs. Indecisive, there's definitely going to be some forward movement here, and I do see with the Three of Pentacles, like, all right, now we're starting to really get somewhere here. So if you've been in a situationship, if you and somebody have kind of not had a title or never really knew where your connection was going, there's going to be a sense of direction coming in with the Chariot and the Three of Pentacles. There will be no more indecision. So this means we're either gonna commit, let's get together, let's make this connection work, or bye, see you later, I'm gonna go do my own thing, you know? So one way or the other, you're gonna start seeing those energies moving forward. So for single peeps, especially those of you dealing with situationships, you're gonna get your clarity here on whether or not we're moving forward or we're not moving forward and having a connection. So those answers will be revealed to you, especially if things have kind of been up in the air for a while for single Aries. Coming into Aries here with relationships, what do we got here for the Aries peeps in love, in relationships for September? We have here the Fool card. We have here the 10 of Pentacles, lovely, and we have here the 8 of Wands. Wow. There could be some sort of travel, could be like a romantic getaway, last second getaway before, I mean, well, the summer's ending, right? But sometimes you can take that like last minute trip in September, so you might be having a bit of a romantic getaway with your person. I see here with the 10 of Pentacles, your relationship is in a very stable point. I do feel like there is a good sense of financial security showing up between Aries and relationships as well. So for the coupled Aries, there's a lot of stability in your relationship, but also in your finances. You could be making good money moves at this time. Actually, money moves in the sense of expansion. You might be thinking of expanding. This could be about thinking about purchasing a home with your partner, something bigger, a bigger space. You might be thinking about expanding your family. So some of you guys might be trying for a baby. You might be trying to take that new chapter of your life to the next level. That could be happening here as well. But for the coupled Aries, I'm hearing like new chapters are unlocking for you. So this could be purchasing a new home, a better space, expanding a home. It could be the energy of preparing to want to have children going forward. There could be some sort of romantic getaway coming in here once again, but in a general sense, there is just growth coming in between you guys exponentially, and it's quite freaking wonderful. So shout out to the coupled Aries, looking pretty damn good. Now let's look into you personally here, Aries. What's going on with the Aries on a more personal level? Jumping into September 2023. What do we got for Aries on a more personal level? We have here the High Priestess, we have here the Hierophant, and we have here the Page of Cups. Yeah, I think it all boils down to this. You know, when I looked at kind of the main stuff about what was going on in your month of September, I saw a lot about people who were taking advantage of you and you basically having to reinforce more boundaries and focus on, you know, attracting the right kind of crowd or investing in the right kind of people. Sometimes you can't control who you attract, but you want to make sure you invest in the right types of peeps, you know? So I see here with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, you're being extra mindful in September personally about who you're going to give your time, your devotion, your love, and your energy to, who you're going to extend yourself to. So the High Priestess here says you're listening more to your intuition, you're listening more to your gut and to what you feel is right and what feels off. So I like that you're paying close attention to your gut feeling this month, as well as your intuition as a whole, because guys, those feelings tell you a heck of a lot. You know, have you ever walked into a room and felt this weird energy, and then you looked over, for some reason you locked eyes and glanced at a specific person for a second and felt the weirdest vibe ever? You were probably picking up on some weird stuff going on with that person, you know, especially if you've ever met a person for the first time. Maybe you shook their hand, or maybe you gave them a hug and there was something really off about them. Your intuition can tell you a whole lot about a certain individual. So I do see you being very intuitively tapped in here, which is really going to help and assist and aid your judgment on whether or not somebody might be good or somebody might have some sort of bad energies you might not want to get wrapped up in. Okay, all right though, guys, moving forward, we're just going to take a look here at the most important message for the month, and then we're just going to get straight into the outcome, and that'll be it for your reading. So let's have a look here to take a look and see what the most important message will be here for Team Aries. All right, what's the most important message that Aries peeps need to hear going into September 2023? What's the most important message that the Aries peeps need to hear? For the first card, Six of Pentacles. Next card is going to be the Six of Swords. And lastly, Six of Cups. Absolutely. You know, I definitely feel to an extent here with the Six of Cups, the past is going to be a great history lesson on what to do and what not to do. I feel like referring to your past in the ways that you've connected with people and the ways that people have treated you will be really good in aiding you to know how you want to be treated, and most importantly, how you deserve to be treated. Now, Six of Swords showing up here to the Six of Pentacles, the most important message is equal give and take. And that was very clear from the beginning of the reading. Equal give and take is important, and it's important to make sure that you're involved in situations that are equal to what it is you deserve going forward. So as long as you keep on putting yourself in situations and investing yourself in situations that have equal give and take, you are looking quite solid and fantastic, Aries. Now hopping on into the overall outcome for you, let's take a look and see what that is. What's going to be the overall outcome here for the Ram fam? regarding September 2023. What do we got? And we got here the moon card. Yeah, I think with the moon card here, it's interesting because the moon can control the tides. And just as we can go through the tides of high tide, low tide, that's like our emotions, right? We can go high tide, low tide, happy emotion, sad emotion, you know, everything is very, very flexible. I feel like the moon card is saying, listen, you've kind of been through a slew of emotions here, but you can definitely expect more positive energy coming in for you is what I think here at the end of the day, Aries. I think emotionally, a lot of things here are about to change. This is Pisces energy, by the way. So just feeling like throwing this out here, you could have like a Pisces in your life who might be a really big help this month. For some reason, I felt the need to say that. But yeah, I feel like when it comes towards your emotions, you're really cutting out right now at this time a lot of the things that may be negatively impacting you, and you're making sure that you're preserving yourself and protecting yourself emotionally as you proceed forward throughout the rest of this month. So you're making sure to invest yourself in healthy situations, healthy commitments, healthy relationships, and you're doing what you can to make sure that emotionally you are very well taken care of. All right, Aries, I love this reading for you guys. I love the transformation we're seeing. Really, really awesome. And I'm wishing you all the best. Thank you so much for coming out to your reading for September. I do hope you enjoyed it. Of course, if it resonated to you, that's great. If it is not your message, absolutely no worries. No need to take the information if it don't resonate. That's fine. If you're new here, do consider subscribing though. I'd be happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. And of course, guys, if you want a personal reading, first link in the description below. But Aries, have a great rest of September, and I'll see you all in the next one. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.